So hello once again, YouTubers. So this is another episode of our demand forecasting. Now for this time, I'm gonna be tackling about exponential smoothing na isa din sa mga forecasting technique. So medyo komplikado siya kaya I made the separate video for this one. So let's get started. Okay, this time around guys, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, exponential smoothing naman tayo. So, we will use the same scenario as we did last time tungkol sa pitik call center. But, to review what we did last time, so again, the project manager wanted to monitor the number of calls accommodated by their company's agent for future planning of HR and facilities. The Petit Call Center has the following data for the number of calls that goes through their company for 10 consecutive periods. Okay? Now, last time, kinumpleto natin yung table. Okay? We forecast using the naive approach wherein ang ginawa sa naive approach is, di ba, kinopya lang natin yung previous forecast. Right? And then we also did the moving average. We did the 3-point moving average last time. Yung 3-point. Wherein, ang ginamit nating basis is the previous 3 periods para mag-come up tayo ng forecast natin for period 4. And then, I've also taught you about yung weighted moving average na it is also a kind of moving average pero naglalagay tayo ng weight on each of the previous period. And then, gumamit din tayo ng 3-point weighted moving average pero ang ginamit din natin is yung percentage. Okay? Now, on for our lesson which is exponential smoothing. Now, ano nga ba si exponential smoothing? Si exponential smoothing, guys, is also a kind of forecasting technique. So, it uses this formula. Pero madali lang natin intindihin yan, guys. Kasi yung formula na yan just says that yung FT natin is the forecast or new forecast for the next period. And then, you could also see here, yung FT minus 1 yan. Ang sinasabi lang naman yan is yung ano ba yung forecast natin dun sa past period. Ito yung smoothing natin or smoothing constant. Now, when we say smoothing constant, alam ko na meron ako nilagay na ganyan, textbook eh. Okay? Pero, pinakamadaling tandaan na pag nag-a-assign tayo ng smoothing constant, it should be greater than 0 but less than 1. So, ano-ano ba yung numbers na greater than 0 pero less than 1? Siyempre, yung mga decimals natin. Di ba? From 0.01 up until 0.99, yung between ng 0 and 1 natin. Okay? And then, we also consider yung actual demand ng previous period. Okay? Para makuha natin yung forecast natin sa next period. Ang maganda kasi dito, is we don't need yung mahabang historical data. Like for example, in a 3-point moving average, kailangan natin ng historical data for the past 3 periods. Pero dito, ang gagamitin lang natin na data is yung previous period. Isang period lang, isang past period. Okay? Mamaya papakita natin kung paano yung previous period na yun. Bakit isa lang? Okay? Para madaling itindihin, ito siya. Okay? Ang exponential smoothing lang naman is yung last period forecast, tapos yung smoothing constant natin, tapos again, meron tayo ditong actual demand ng previous period at ulitin lang natin yung last period forecast. So, ito ay pareho lang nito. Okay? Para madaling tandaan. Okay, pakita natin sa next table. Okay, so in-include ko na rin dito yung formula natin. Okay. Yung FT, sabi dun kanina, is our forecast for the next period. Let us say we will forecast, skip ko muna yung period 4, we will forecast for period 5. Okay? Ito si FT natin. Hanapin natin yung FT nito or yung forecast for period 5. Now, bakit ko in-skip yung period 4? Kasi, kakailangan natin siya sa next part ng formula. Yung F sub T minus 1. So, tandaan natin, pag sinabing F, forecast. Okay? So, yung T minus 1 is yung previous period or previous time. Kaya T minus 1 yan. So, in order for us, para makuha natin yung FT, kukunin muna natin yung previous period's forecast. Ano ang forecast ng previous period? Ang previous period ng 5 ay itong 4. Saan ang forecast natin dyan? Itong 3.09. Okay? Guys, gagamitin ko lang muna ang basis natin is, kunwari, kinuhanan natin yung 3-point weighted moving average as a starting point. Again, as a starting point lang ha. Para lang meron tayong basis ng previous forecast. Okay? Now, ano ang kasunod? Smoothing constant natin. So, dito, ang ginamit ko, ang smoothing constant natin is 0.10. Okay? So, again, it is up to the person who will do the forecast to assign a smoothing constant. Okay? Kung saan mas nag-a-arrive ng mas accurate na forecast. Now, next part of the formula is the A T minus 1. Okay? So, kung A yan, actual. Okay? Actual data yan. Since T minus 1, previous period. So, ito naman ang actual natin for the previous period. Okay? Madali lang tandaan. And then, katulad nga sinabi ko, ito ay yung last part ng formula is pareho lang ng first part ng formula. So, you will be using, again, like 2 to 3, 2 datas and 1 constant. Okay? Now, again, gagamitin muna natin yung period, yung 3-point weighted moving average na forecast natin for period 4 para magawa natin si period 5. Okay? Then, from period 6 to 10, ang gagamitin na natin is ano ba yung forecast natin for the mga previous period natin. Okay. So, let's try this one. Since gagamitin natin yung forecast natin ng 3-point moving average, assign na lang natin siya dito. So, again, this is just an assumption. Okay? Since we've used yung forecast natin for yung 3-point weighted moving average using the percentage. Okay. Now, following the formula, so ang kailangan daw natin muna ay yung forecast natin for the previous period. Ang previous period natin ay ito. So, 3.09. Okay? 3.09. Bigyan natin ng parenthesis para may hiwalay natin sa formula. And then, plus, ang smoothing constant natin ay 0.10 or 0.1. Tapos, may open parenthesis na naman tayo. So, nakalagay is yung actual data natin. So, ang actual data natin, guys, is ito. Actual data natin for period 4, which is 3 or 3.0. 3.0 less or minus, again, yung forecast natin na 3.09. So, 3 minus 3.09. Okay. Now, Ang una natin isosolve dyan, guys, since naka-parenthesis itong part ng 3 minus 3.09, ito muna yung una natin isolve. Okay? Ilagay ko muna sa baba para makita natin. Mas madali natin makita. Okay. So, 3.09 plus 0.10, and then bigyan ko na rin parenthesis to kasi i-multiply din naman natin yung 0.10 sa sagot ng 3.09, 3 minus 3.09. So, 3 minus 3.09 will give us 0.09.
Critical error.
Okay? And then, multiply naman natin itong nasa parenthesis. Again, guys, pwede nyo naman shortcutin to if you have a calculator. So, pinapakita ko naman sa inyo kung paano lang yung manual niya. And then, multiply na natin itong dalawa. So, 0.10 times 0.09. Sorry guys, I made a mistake here. Since 3 to and then 3.09, mas mababa si 3 kaysa sa 3.09. This one should be negative 0.09. So, when we multiply 0.10 and the negative 0.09, we should yield negative 0.009. Okay? Next is to add 3.09 plus negative 0.009. We will have an answer of 3.08. Okay, 3.08. So that would be our forecast value for period 5. So lagay ko lang dito. Okay? So ang forecast value natin is 3.08. Now again guys, tingnan natin kung paano natin sinolve. Yung 3.09 na previous forecast, ginaba natin. Okay? And then, gagamitin natin yung smoothing constant. Lagay natin siya dito. And then, yung actual data natin, ayan siya. And then, itong 3.09 ay uulitin lang naman natin. Okay? Now, isa-solve muna natin itong nasa loob. Tapos, pag nakuha natin yung sagot, saka natin i-multiply sa ating smoothing constant. And then, we will add, yung sagot, we will add them up para makuha natin yung final answer. Okay? Okay, now, subukan naman natin to forecast period 6, okay, using exponential smoothing. So, katulad ng sinabi ko din, ang kagandahan kasi dito is we will be using the previous period. Isang period lang yung ginagamit natin for exponential smoothing forecast, okay? So, following the formula, so hanapin na natin kagad yung FT-1, yung forecast natin ng previous period, which is ito lang namang 3.08. Okay? Ang ating smoothing constant, which is 0.10. Tapos, yung actual data natin from the previous period. So, again, nung nag-forecast tayo ng 3.08, after matapos yung period 5, ang nangyari, nagkaroon pala ng 4,000 calls since ano tayo, yung actual calls natin dito is in thousands. Katulad nung nakaraang video, di ba? This one is in thousands. So, from forecast natin na 3,008 calls, ang nangyari, saradong 4,000 daw yung actual calls na nangyari. So again, kukunin natin yung actual call, which is 4.0 minus or ile-less natin siya sa, again, yung previous forecast natin na 3.08. Now, what this parenthesis is actually a measurement of the forecast error. Ang forecast error kasi, ang formula lang yan is actual minus forecast, yung period na yon. So, itong nasa parenthesis na yon is a measure of a forecast error. Tapos, pag sinabi natin itong smoothing constant natin na 0.10, pwede nating sabihin na kino-consider ng exponential smoothing yung percentage ng forecast error para makapag-forecast tayo for the next period. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng formula na yan. Okay? Now, to continue. Okay? Continue ulit tayo. So, again, baba lang natin si 3.08 plus, copy lang din natin si 0.10. Umpisahan muna natin kay 4 minus 3.08. Ano uli ang sagot? Tama. That would be 0.92. Okay? Galing nga. So, 3.08 plus, i-multiply natin siya yung 0.10 times 0.092. We will have 0.092. Okay? Yeah. And then let's add this one up. So 3.08 plus 0.092, we will have 3.17 as our forecast for period 6. So this one is 3.17. And now guys, at this point, you know the drill, okay? Pause the video and then try to answer period 7 up until period 10. Okay? Let's see your answer and then check your answer rather and then continue with this video. Let's try kung pareho tayo ng sagot. Okay? So, ayan na yung final product natin, guys. So, check nyo. Pareho ba tayo ng sagot? Okay? Para double check nyo dyan, malay nyo, mali pala ako. So, point that one out and then comment kung may mali sa mga sagot ko din. Okay? Or kung magkaiba tayo ng sagot. If you are trying to do this one on Excel, baka magkaroon tayo ng discrepancy sa sagot natin. Kasi sa Excel, kahit nira-round off mo yan, kinoconsider pa rin niya up until the last decimal place pag nag-auto-compute siya. So may possibility na magkaroon ng mga slight difference when in terms of computation. But then again guys, I could teach you Excel if you wanted to, paano ba siya kinocompute sa Excel. Although may mga add-on kasi sa Excel na pwede na ma-compute yan automatically. Pero, syempre, tapatin natin yung sarili natin. If you are a college student, bibihira yung ituturo na yung Excel version. So, yung manual version usually muna ang tinuturo. So, pwede ko rin ituro kung gusto niyo yung paano ginagawa yung manual na pag-i-input ng formula sa Excel. Para magkaroon kayo ng parang ma-automate din naman yung sagot nyo in the future. Okay? So, again guys, ito yung ating completed table using a smoothing constant of 0.10. Okay? Now, let's try. Paano naman, magkakaroon kaya ng difference? Or ano kaya yung difference pagka ang ginamit natin na exponent na smoothing constant is 0.20? Okay? Now, just to make it clear guys, hindi naman ang difference ng exponential, ng smoothing constant natin is 10, 20, 30, 40. Pwede ka rin naman 5, 10, 15. Or, pwede rin naman na kung gusto mo 0.01 or 0.17 or 0.32, yung mga yan, pwede din. The thing here is, again, it would be up to the person who will do the forecast. Ano ang sa tingin niya could give him the most accurate forecast for the next period. So nagkakaroon yan ng trial and error. And then there is a technique wherein para malaman natin whether ano ba ang smoothing constant ang mas appropriate or even ano ba ang mas appropriate na forecasting technique. Okay? Ituturo ko rin yan under dito sa series ng forecasting or ng demand forecasting. Now, for now, let's start with forecasting for the period 5 using a smoothing constant of 20. So, practice-practice lang din to. Okay? So, kanina, ang ginamit din naman natin na value is 3.09. Yung starting value natin. Pero, if you have historical data na, like you have previous period, pwede nyo nang gamitin yung previous period. Okay? Now, let's follow the formula para makuha natin or ma-compute natin tong forecast natin for the 5th period. So, again, bababa lang natin to, 3.09. So, dapat mas mabilis na tayo dito. So, we change the smoothing constant. We will now use 0.20 as our smoothing constant. And then, the actual data for period 4 is 3 less the forecast for period 4, which is 3.09. Okay? 3.09 plus, 0.20. Ganda ko magsulat, di ba? So, 3 minus 3.09, we will have, di ba, nagkaroon tayo ng problema dito nung last time. So, ano ba yung value? 3 minus 3.09. So, we will have negative 0.09. Next, 3.09 plus, let's multiply 20 times negative 0.09. So, unlike signs, positive and negative, so automatic negative yan pagka unlike signs. Pagka like signs, positive and positive, positive yan. Pagka negative and negative, miski sa multiplication and division, positive siya. Okay? Review yun. So, you will have 0.018. Okay? So, you will have a final answer of 3.07. So, ang ating forecast for period 5 ay 3.07. Okay? Okay, isa pa. Try naman natin sa period 6, di ba? Sipagin na natin to. 3.07 plus, tapos yung ating smoothing constant, 0.20. Tapos, again, yung actual data natin for period 5, which is itong 4. For dito, minus yung ating forecast na 3.07. So, 3.07 plus 0.20. Oops. Yan. Tapos, 4 minus 3.07, you will have 0.93. Okay? Next, 3.07 plus, let's multiply 0.2 sa 0.093, you will have around 0.186. that should give us 3.26. So we will have 3.26 for our forecast for period 6. Okay? Again, try uli natin. Period 7, 3.26 plus 0.20. Let's multiply ngayon yung actual natin for period 6, which is 3.4. So, by now guys, dapat ngayon bumibilis-bilis na kayo kasi sinusunod-sunod na natin yung technique ng exponential smoothing. And then our forecast, 3.26. Okay? 3.26 plus 0.20. And then let's subtract 3.4 minus 3.26. You will have 0.14 tapos 3.26 plus, let's multiply now 0.20 with 0.14. So that would give us 0.028. Okay? So 3.26 plus 0.028, we will have 3.29. So 3.29 is the value or our forecast value for period 7. So again guys, this time pause the video and then compute or forecast for period 8 to 10 and then check later on if we will have the same forecast for the said periods. And there you have it guys. Okay? Yung mga forecast natin for periods 4 to 10. Okay? So, just let me know if we have the same value. Okay? Now, to summarize all the forecasting technique, you have it all here, okay? Lahat ng quantitative forecasting technique. Kasi meron din tinatawag tayong qualitative forecasting technique. So, yung tinuturo ko lang is quantitative forecasting technique. So, ito yung mga usual na ginagamit. So, we've done with the naive approach, moving average, weighted moving average, and then meron tayong weighted moving average using a percent. Then yung dalawang exponential smoothing natin. Now notice guys na ayan na, may mga actual calls tayo and then yung mga value natin for our forecast like ito sa period 4. Yan. O kaya sa period 5 kasi ginamit nating basis lang naman tong 3.09, di ba? Sa exponential smoothing. Yan. Ginamit lang natin basis yan. Pero, check yung value. Ito kasi yung from period 5 natin to time kompleto yan eh. So, check nyo yung mga value, yung mga difference ng mga values in each of the forecasting technique. Sino ngayon ang nakapag-yield ng mas malapit na accuracy sa actual forecast? Halimbawa, sa naive approach, 3 lang daw ang forecast niya for period 5. Pero, ang actual call sa previous 5 is 4. So, ibig sabihin, may difference ng 1,000. Tapos, if we compare now with here, 3.08, ito na yung pinakamal. With weighted moving average, meron tayong 3.10. Siya yung pinakamalapit sa actual calls. Kasi 3,100 to, this one is 4,000. Yung iba, malayo. Okay? Now, makikita natin dito na may mga technique na malapit sa actual at merong mga technique na malayo sa actual. But then again, ano ang pipiliin natin sa kanila? Okay? Or, for example, yung ginagamit nating weight sa weighted moving average, Tama ba siya? Or mas accurate ba siya? What if palitan natin ng value? Baka mamaya, mas tumaas pa yung accuracy. Or even yung percentage. Palitan kaya natin yung percent value ng current, ng middle, at oldest period. Baka makakuha tayo ng mas accurate. And even the smoothing constant. So again, it would be like a trial and error, pero dapat ang ini-aim mo is to have a forecasting technique for your business na that would arrive at the highest accuracy most of the time para yun na lang yung formula na gagamitin mo all throughout your business. Okay? And so yun na nga guys, natapos na tayo doon sa different forecasting, quantitative forecasting technique. Next video, we will use the different techniques in order for us to measure the accuracy of our forecast. Now, again guys, the drill is if you like the content of this video, please don't forget to like, and then share it to others. Kasi alam ko marami pang namumblema dyan, lalo na sa new normal of education na most in our country modular. Merong mga nagde-data kaya mahirap. So, para sulit yung data nila, bigay na natin to or i-share nyo sa kanila tong video na to. And then, comment if there are discrepancies with the values or with my computation, or comment nyo kung ano yung mga gusto nyo pang matutunan. So, titignan natin. So, habang tumatakbo yung semester kasi I'm focused on the subjects that I'm teaching right now. Pero kung meron kayong request na topic, um, try ko ipasok. Basta business management subjects lang, guys, ha? Hindi po ako engineer. Okay? Um, and then, don't forget, to sa mga bagong nanonood, please, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay? And so, again, guys, see you on our next video. Stay safe and chill.
Iskul Bukol. Yeah, Iskul